Welcome to Oops All Apocalypses, a show where we explore the collapse of society by playing fun tabletop role-playing games. I'm your host, Stu Masterson, and I'm joined by my two favorite sad songs that play during, like, goodbye scenes in movies or maybe graduation events.
I am See You Again from The Fast and the Furious, and I play Ocean. I play Ocean, a gentle giant who's just really been through a lot, hasn't he? He's just been through a lot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brady, and I am the song Show Me What I'm Looking For by Carolina Liar.
That's pretty good.
That is a good one.
I play Book McCready, the Bloodhound Brain Picker AI Stomper.
I used to have a Carolina Liar poster in my room.
That Carolina Lair is the first song. I think Show Me What I'm Looking For is the literal first song I ever bought on iTunes.
That's ridiculous.
Because it still shows up on my damn music playlist, music album.
Dude, it's such a bop. It's a bop. I rediscovered it like 2 months ago.
This week, we have a BuzzFeed Presents Apocalypse from our very own Jacob.
Oh my God, this is a lot of pressure. This could potentially be the last BuzzFeed Presents Oops All Apocalypse for a while.
Yeah, we're going to get a new sponsor. We're going to get Taco Bell's Talkpocalypse.
I got something very fitting for this maybe potentially being our last question. And that is, Book or Ocean is watching the finale of their favorite TV show / movie trilogy series. How do they react to finishing the series and knowing that there's not going to be any more unless those grubby Hollywood elites think there's going to be nostalgia value from it in 10 years? So I think Ocean, in the time when he would watch the finale of a show he really enjoyed or a movie, I think he would have that kind of like that, that feeling you have when it's like it's over and you know there's not going to be any more. So that brief bit of like emptiness from something you really enjoyed. But I think at the end, he would pretty quickly grow to accept it because Ocean's a pretty emotionally mature guy. So watching, he would be like, oh, I enjoyed all these. This was a good show. Sad to see it go, but I'm glad for the time that I had with it.
Very mature approach that we're hoping all of our listeners maintain as we don't end and continue going. No break, no off weeks even. There's going to be new stuff all the way until season 2.
This is a terrible question. I can come up with a new one if you'd like.
You really pooped it. Nope.
This
Brady,
is a terrible question. I hate this question. I couldn't think of anything.
No, I have a fun answer. I don't think Book has ever seen a finale to a show that he liked.
Oh, that's true.
I think Book always gets furious at the end of shows. Like he always like rips it apart and nitpicks it. Like really, I think the finales of shows have always turned him against the show and made him not like the entire series. So I think he stopped watching them.
Is it because he thinks he could do it better?
Absolutely.
I can see that.
And he's like, that was so because Book is always like trying to figure out like what's going to happen. He's like, that was so telegraphed. Like, come on, like they could have been more clever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that is Book's finale experience.
I have two modes. One is if it's less than 4 seasons, a lot of times I'll just rewatch it. Like Last Man on Earth, I watched like 3 times in a row. It's great. My other mode, it's not really a feeling. So sorry, I'm giving you actions instead of feelings. But what I actually do is I then fixate on it and learn everything about it when I'm done. I'm like, okay, what did other people think about this?
Oh, I do that too.
What did other people think? What did the writers work on after this? Oh, I didn't like that cinematography. What are they working on next? So I can see if I hate that too. That's how I generally approach it. I'd read a bunch of shit. I read a bunch of their stupid fan wikis that are always the most garbage thing of all time.
Yeah.
I go edit the.
You edit the wikis?
I go edit the wikis. I've done that a total of 1 time when after Mr. Robot, oh my God, I forgot every character's name from Mr. Robot. Anyone else seen it?
I have not seen Mr. Robot. I've heard it's kind of up my alley, but I have not seen it.
He plays Queen in Queen, the movie Queen.
Okay, you know less than me. The main woman character in Mr. Robot, who's not his sister, spoilers for 1% of the entire series, on her wiki, someone had written in her appearance section that her arms are never shown in the series. And I just deleted that part.
What a weird...
I thought it was weird. It was weird and not true.
What a weird piece of... Yeah, what a weird, easy to disprove little trivia fact. Honestly, that may be fun. Just go in all those wikis and just add like a really small piece of like inconsequential trivia that most people will just like read and they like gloss over and be like, okay, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
But then think about it and be like, wait, that doesn't make a lick of sense.
That's not true at all. I'd like to apologize for the train horn that was going on while I was talking last. That's probably going to make it through the edit. And then real quick, I don't think we have a book snuck. We obviously want to get back to the episode very quick because this is potentially the finale. But we did get a bunch of email complaints last week because we did not have Stu answer last week's question. So I'm going to very quickly answer last week's question.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, the question last week for people who don't remember was that, what do you title your autobiography or something like that?
Ooh, that's something
I came up with it. I should remember. And my very quick answer is going to be some sort of stew pun. And the best one I've come up with in the last 8 seconds since I started the sentence is, we got a stew cooking. And it's good. The picture is going to be me in a big pot with a big smile and a thumbs up. And then behind me is another me with a big spoon stirring me up in the pot. And that will be my
incredible.
That's objectively incredible.
I need a tagline. You made us do this. Give me the tagline and give me one excerpt.
Oh my God.
You made us do this.
Excerpt about my own life. I don't know if I need a tagline with, we got a stew cooking. We got a stew
That's
cooking.
That's pretty damn good, honestly. That kind of tells you everything you need to know.
Yep. So I'll move to the excerpt, which will be, as I ran through the dark night, feet slapping on wet, cold grass.
Hot.
Member flapping in the air. I saw my first obstacle. Another nude individual who had slowed their speed down, not wanting to stop in front of the crowd of a dozen or so people. I gently tried to navigate around them, 1 foot off the concrete into the wet grass. Upended me. Feet above my head, I fell to the ground, deftly catching myself with the corner of my elbow in the back of my head. As a naked man had just fallen, I expected laughter, but instead only silence and a chorus of "oh no's." This is where I knew I was probably going to die. End of chapter 1. Is that good? It's a true story. That's this scar. Anyone see that scar?
I've not heard that story.
You don't know that story?
I've not heard that story.
That's when Stu ate shit doing a naked lap.
Why are you doing a naked lap?
I lost in foosball. That's what happens.
That doesn't make it any better. That makes less sense.
Well, wonder how much of that I'll have to cut.
Let's get back to the action. Leave it all in. Just like how you let it all hang out. Just leave it all in.
Member flapping.
Last episode, Book and Ocean made it to the top of the tower and had a confrontation with the Overseer, an AI system that is controlling this whole damn thing here. Throughout that, there was some combat, there was some hacking, there was some trying to stop a bunch of elevators from doing elevator type things. But at the end of the day, Ocean was able to capture the Overseer in some sort of PDA. But during the execution of this, something was kicked off that triggered the actual dissolving of the entire tower. So it is starting to fall apart all around you, and you do not have a ton of time to escape. So we'll jump right back into that action. What are y'all doing?
Stu, are my earplugs working now by any chance?
Yes, they are working.
Oh, but I can't talk to fake Suvius with them.
You did that once magically through the power of opening your mind. You can try it if you want to.
Ooh, oh shit, we got to find our people. We got to get them out of here.
Stu, I'm like tapping my ears. Randy Candy, come in. Randy Candy.
Hey, there's a bunch of green lights. I assume that's good.
Green lights are good. You need to tell everyone to get out of the tower. It's completely falling apart. They need to leave out of the tunnel that we made or just get out however they can.
Okay, I'll try to figure out how to send that message to the right people.
Yeah, no, don't try. Do or you do. You have to.
Okay, I will do or do not. One of those things.
Okay. Shit.
Book, we've got to get your parents, your dad.
Oh, shit. Okay. And we have the wolves up there with us.
Yep, they
They're still
are
chilling?
trying to fight a bunch of silent who have guns.
Oh, the silent are still here?
2 left. 1 got eaten.
Book points his antique handgun at he wants to hit it tangent to the glass tube, if that makes sense. Or should I try the blowtorch? Glass doesn't like heat.
Not a lot of things like heat.
Yeah, blowtorch. I'm gonna blowtorch the big glass tube.
Okay. Give me an act under fire. If you do bad, you're gonna get shot. Ocean, what are you doing?
I rolled a 9.
I am going to use my new fancy ass gun that I made and aim it and try and take out the silent.
Stu, I'd like to use my custom move. It's called gun.
It's called disintegration ray gun. This is all fun in games right now until I make it so this pack can't power a flight suit anymore. Yep, roll a do battle.
Oh my god, that's the worst roll battle done. It's still success though. That is a 7.
Choose one option.
Inflict terrible harm.
Excellent. So what harm do you do with that +1?
What is the harm for my new gun?
Oh, yeah, you don't know this at all. Okay, it was
it's
4
3 harm right now.
Oh, it's 3 before. Okay, now it's 4 area. Before it was 3 burst area. High tech, is that right?
It was 3 harm, close, far, auto fire, high tech.
Okay, now it is 4 close. I'm going to say it can't go far as well because it's just this beam that shoots out. Area, high tech.
So no longer auto fire.
I think area is better than auto fire. I could be
Area,
wrong.
high tech.
If it's not, we'll figure out later. But for now, area.
That's okay.
Because it does area damage to these, which means you are doing 6 harm. Is that right?
Hell yeah.
6 harm to all of them. They do have armor, so it doesn't fully kill them, but it fucks all of them up. They get absolutely just singed. You see, as you pull it across them, it's almost like they get cut in half, but then their body gets welded back together. They do not seem okay. They seem like their muscles sloughs down. You see them kind of having to shake their bones loose. It seems like they are not doing okay, but they are still barely hanging on. They immediately turn their fire to you, both of them, as this beam comes soaring towards them. So right before you cut through them, you take a hail of bullets that do 4 harm to you, but that is not armor piercing or anything. So I think you only take 0 actually.
4 harm.
Or
so
1.
I have a gang size advantage 2.
So yeah, you still take 1.
I take 1 harm. Still, at this point, chip damage could finish me off. So
yeah, you're getting pretty low. Okay, what do you do after you cut them up? Are you trying to finish them off, or are you?
Yeah, I will let the wolves handle it after I give a little protective cover with that, and then I want to use my plasma cutter to try and open up the hatch that Book is not at.
Book a 9. You are able to get him out. Your spider probably comes out, but you can't tell. It always fucking disappears on you, but you assume it's somewhere important. Your dad is still unconscious, but he is out. Ocean, give me act under fire roll.
Fuck. Oh, that is a 5.
A 5? Oh my
That
god.
is a 5.
Dude, why are you even here?
I don't know.
You had your welder set to weld instead of unweld as you were going through this. And it was just reinforcing all of the kind of seams here as you were going along. And you look and it's a beautiful rewelding of it. It looks like those people who do those really nice electric welds where it's all pretty at the end. And you're like, fuck, this is really hard to break now.
In that case, I will pull my chain knife out and try and saw through it.
Chainsaw through glass. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I have no other option. Oh, no. I pull out my junk shot.
Okay.
And I find a very big piece of heavy computer parts. And I fire it into the glass.
Okay. Give me a try something challenging.
That is much better. It's not much better. That's a 7.
A 7. Okay. You go and hurl something right at the glass, and the glass shatters violently, and the soup immediately pours out onto the floor. But both Spade and Mike are fully unconscious still. So you guys now have 3 unconscious people.
Oh, no. How the fuck do we get out of here? Oh, how the fuck do we get out of here?
Okay, I have a plan. If you guys have ever watched a movie
Yeah.
called Angels and Demons,
Holy hell.
a small piece of fabric can slow down the velocity of the human body falling through that. I'm just kidding. I was just going to make another Dan Brown reference.
Yes. Well, that's funny because I cut our last Dan Brown reference, so no one even hears this.
Wait, Stu, the elevators, are they all like fucked now? The elevators don't work now?
You assume they are somewhat fucked. The doors are fucked. You haven't got to fuck with an elevator yet.
Just we confused. They always say not to go into the elevator during
I do it all day. I'm not taking the fucking stairs when there's a bunch of other dumbass people on the stairs.
Book has plan.
Do your plan.
Book wants to get on the roof.
The roof? Oh my god. I haven't planned about roofs.
Book would like to get on to the roof, please.
Okay. The wolves tear apart the last two silent.
Sick.
You don't see any direct ways to the roof, but you think maybe through like an elevator hatch or something up there, you could look at one of these elevator doors. You may be able to get up on the roof. Do you want to poke around there?
Yeah. I want to go on into the elevator that we came up on, and I want to see if our key is still inside the top of the elevator.
You go to your original elevator. You open it. There is now, which there wasn't when you walked in here, to your...
And we drag our unconscious, and the wolves come with us.
Okay. Oh my god. You've exceeded the weight limit of this elevator as you pull in 3 people and 3 wolves. And
about elevators hold a shit ton of people.
There is also an unconscious Grubbins on the floor of this elevator. As we
kick him out.
You want to drag him out and put him on the top floor?
We don't care. Do we care about Grubbins?
Ocean wanted to make a point of having him live.
Oh, I thought he was welded. Isn't he welded to the side of the elevator?
His arm was, but Ocean ripped him off.
Yeah, Ocean wanted to make it a point where he got to see the fall of the tower, so he would like him to live.
Book crawls up Ocean's back and then gets on top of the elevator. Do I still have the key in the ceiling?
You have to be more specific. There's not a key. There's a jorker.
Yes, sorry. The Vader jorker.
Okay, yes. The Vader jorker is on top. It is just like fallen to the side. Not fallen off, like fallen on top of it. Like you disappeared from the top and it suddenly fell and somehow ended up in an elevator.
Can I take the Vader jorker, put it back in, try to jork us up even higher?
Up even higher? Yes. Okay, good question. Or good idea. So as you go higher, it's like the jorking is nothing like it was before. Before you were being pulled up by some magical speed. This is like you're almost physically cranking this up. There's obviously some like mechanical advantage thing going on here, but you're like physically moving this elevator up. So it's much slower. You probably very quickly get help from Ocean as well, or you guys can take turns. But you do start going up and up higher until you see a roof access hatch at the very top.
Okay, let's get us through the roof access. Wait, is it big enough for the elevator?
No. The whole building shakes.
Do we think I could blow open the hatch big enough for the elevator to fit through if I use my psychic maelstrom powers?
Yes, but there's about a 50% chance you would also blow up anything holding the elevator here, and you will start plummeting downwards, which would be exciting. But I would say you'd think that is ridiculously risky.
Okay, then I think we all clamber up onto the roof.
Okay, both of you give me an act under fire roll, because this building is falling down, and you have to drag a bunch of fucking bodies up here too.
Oh, that's nice. That is a 11 for me.
Also an 11.
Okay, excellent. You guys are able to get all the bodies up. Your Ocean stays at the bottom and just like literally sloops up each body one at a time, like one of those people in Pike's Place throwing
the fish.
Throwing fish. Yeah, you do that with all of the bodies, unconscious people, and you get up on the roof. On the roof, it's immediately the familiar cool air of Subtropolis. There's a big flashing light on the top of the tower, like to stop fucking airplanes from hitting it, I guess. Doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense. But with this flashing light, you're able to actually see the top of the cavern you're in, which you've never seen before. It's always just been this darkness above you. And you see the very top of the cavern reflecting off of this red flashing light. As you look over Subtropolis, you can also see further than you ever have before. And you're starting to see portions of the city just black out as you're standing on top. You're seeing massive areas just completely be black and dark. And there's no other light to bring it. It's not like you're seeing it during dusk or daytime or even nighttime with a moon above you. These portions of the city basically disappear from your view. And it's speeding up. Obviously, you're seeing a huge amount of area, so there's still a lot of lights going on, but you're seeing portions just basically blip out of existence every like 8 seconds, getting closer and closer to the tower you're in.
Stu, how far above us is the ceiling of the cavern?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm collecting information.
If you climbed the needle at the top, it's like the World Trade Center. If you climbed the needle at the top, you'd be like still 20 feet away from it.
Stu, I'd like to read this landscape.
Okay, read the landscape.
All right.
While he's doing that, I want to kind of survey out and see how the battle has progressed. The battle between the Silent and all the people that we kind of Infinity War Avengers in game kind of brought together.
Yeah, I'll answer your question first before Brady asks this, because there may be some overlap in it. Through the power of just looking and not reading a landscape, you see that at the bottom of the tower, everything looks like ants. You are hundreds of floors in the air. You see a good amount of people have left the tower. So there's kind of a conglomeration of probably about 40 people that are around the bottom of the tower. There's not a chance in hell you could pick out any of the people, like who they are. You're not like, oh, look, it's Kara. But there's a bunch of people around the outskirts of the tower now. Some of them definitely look like they're starting to move further away because they see something's up with the tower. You can't really see this from your perspective, but you imagine even looking from the outside, they can see parts starting to like crumble or disappear from it, which also means you guys don't have a super big amount of time, because if people on the outside can notice it and are starting to run away, it's certainly structurally important and probably fascinating that it's even standing still. You, from up here, you can see Hamlet opening. It is still illuminated up on the overpass, across, up the big switchbacks. It looks like it always does, just nice and calm, not about to crumble into death. You look down in the direction of where you know some of the tunnels to the baffles are. You don't see any ongoing fighting or combat. It looks like everything has pretty much reached a stasis point. If you wanted to like find someone specific, you would certainly have to have a roll, and it would be difficult.
Okay, you ready for my read a landscape? I rolled a 12, so I get 3 questions, but I think I only really need 1.
Okay, well then just ask that 1 3 times.
Okay. Stu, my questions are, what does this landscape want? How could I most safely cross this landscape or best use it to my advantage? And most importantly, what's on the horizon and coming closer?
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Bang, 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 bang.
For what I answered some of these a little bit when I was just explaining the power of vision to Ocean. But what this landscape wants for most now is definitely power. It's losing it every second, and you can almost feel the city needing more of it to be able to sustain itself. How could you most safely cross is a fairly challenging question, even though you said it was not the most important and you did not make any air horn sounds after it. How you can safely cross, if you mean the landscape in general, like Subtropolis, you can feel that it's about to get much more dangerous. It was always dangerous. It was always a place where only scavengers and warlords felt medium safe, but without power, without light, it's about to be a death trap of probably monsters and people who can deal with that lack of kind of supporting infrastructure. For, I guess, your immediate concern, if that was part of this, you have to figure out a way to get down hundreds of floors immediately. And that pretty much limits you to literally magical teleportation, which probably doesn't exist, or something that could fly, which is pretty exclusively Vesuvius right now. Unless you guys come up with something even better than that. Those are the only 2 things I can think of. For what's on the horizon and coming closer, you only get a small second of a glimpse of something that immediately concerns you. But the lights all go off around it, so you can't really get any more information or figure it out. But you notice as you look deeper into Subtropolis, near almost the heart of it, there's something that you thought was the power already out. You notice like a dark circle, pretty much. You're like, is the power out in some weird, very geometric circular shape? Like right now, as the power's going out, it is very like city block shaped, but there was this dark circle. And as you look towards it, you saw a fairly large procession of people, probably hundreds. You couldn't get a good count because, like I said, it was just a glimpse. But you could tell they were violently dragging people towards this circle before the lights all went out, immersing them in complete darkness.
Stu, that's rude.
What's rude?
That's not
This
what
was
we
a
wanted.
cool opportunity for you to say that Vesuvius was flying in from the horizon.
I would never do that. This is supposed to be negative.
God fucking damn it.
Just at that moment, you hear something in your ear. Book, it's Vesuvius. Come in, over.
Vesuvius!
What floor are you on? I'm counting right now. I'm at 12.
We are on the roof.
Okay, fuck. Jeez, hold on. Give me a second. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Vesuvius,
23,
don't
24.
bother counting. There's too many floors. Just get onto the roof.
I'll start from the top. Infinity minus 1. Okay. What do you need? What do you need up there? We doing a battle? We fighting an AI?
No, we need
rockets.
to get us. We need to get us down.
Oh, no problem. Just 2 of you. I'll be there in a second.
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, there's three wolves. There's Ocean and I. There's Spade, my dad, Grubbins.
I could have counted the floors faster than this. What are you doing?
There's 9
You distracted
people.
me from my floor count, and you're sitting here counting more things.
9 people. Would it help if we tied ourselves together?
Go ahead and start trying to do that. I'll figure something out. Be right there.
Okay.
Out and over.
Cool. Stu, Book frantically ties everyone together with whatever he can find.
Okay. As you start tying the wolves, they look confused.
Oh, wait.
They literally furrow their brows, and then they just kind of phase through the floor underneath you and disappear.
Can you teach us how to do? Oh, and they're gone. I lied. We only have 6 people.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me throw this bus in this dark hole. And then there's silence for a while. You feel the ground starting to shake. And it's been rumbly. I probably haven't said enough to increase the stakes of this building falling apart, but it has been rumbly this whole time. But this is the first time that something very critical seems to have been sheared off. And the surface you're on at the top immediately goes to like a 35-degree angle. And you start sliding down towards the edge. You see Vesuvius crest the top with a giant spear in his hand. And as he lifts it up, the spear drags on a rope the spider, who has its doors already waiting and open for you.
Hell yeah.
But you do have a lot of people to fit into a cramped thing. So you're sliding off the building. The spider is ready to go and catch you. How are you going to make sure all these people get in here?
Well, Stu, as it so happens, we are tied together.
Oh, that's great news. I can't believe you planned for this.
On the spider, we know that there's netting on the back.
Yes.
I think Book is going to try to dive and get tangled into the netting on the back of the spider.
Okay. Are you and Ocean on either ends of the rope? Is that how you did it?
Probably.
I think that's probably smart. Have the unconscious people in the middle and us.
Like a hookah shell necklace of unconscious bodies. You guys are the clasps.
Ocean, when as we slide down and Book leaps for the netting, Ocean is going to leap for the door to try and get into the driver's seat.
Okay. Both of you give me an act under fire.
That's a good one. That's a 10. 10 for me.
I rolled that well.
Oh, even better.
I got so tangled in the netting.
Book, you go and leap off of it right as a big portion of it crumbles underneath your feet, and you're able to grab onto the thick netting on the back of the spider. Ocean, you like power slide, perfectly aiming it where you don't even have to jump. You just kind of rock it into the driver's seat from the open passenger door. And this string of unconscious bodies that you have between you, most of them get pulled into the open doors waiting on the side of the spider. Who would probably be on the end? I guess your dad would probably be closest to you, Book. I feel like you would tie him. So he's not fully in the spider. He's kind of slouched over the top with you, but unconscious and just dangling. All of them are beaten to shit where they're scraped. They've been dragged across this floor. They are not feeling well once they are actually conscious, but you're all safely in the spider, and Vesuvius pulls it away. He is struggling with the weight of this. This is, I would say, pushing the limits of what this flight suit can carry. But he drags you away from the collapsing tower and starts lowering you down. He leads you down as you're slowly descending. parallel to this tower, you see portions of it are just dissolving and crumbling and falling. And you think near the ground of it is not a very safe place. A lot of people are already starting to run away as it's collapsing more and more. But you kind of notice that when like a big structurally important part goes away and it starts collapsing down, a lot of times the first thing to just kind of dissolve into dust are those portions that are falling. Like the second they contact something else, they just kind of disappear and blow away as just like these constitute matter pieces of plastic and metal and stone. You eventually make it to the bottom, and by the time you get down there, it looks like well over half of the tower has just kind of dissolved away, leaving just like a Swiss cheese version of the bottom section. You do see Kara down there, who is with Crab, who has successfully evacuated Crab from the tower. You see a lot of civilian dressed people, so not silent, from the tower, who are all amongst it. You do not see any actual wolves of the Maelstrom visually here. Who else? You definitely see all of your normal friends, your Den Wallaces, the rest of the silent people, your pack of boxcar children are all there. Everyone in that group seems to have made it out safe. They pretty much just went in and evacuated people from the bottomish floors before stuff started crumbling. So you have no idea how many people were in the tower, like total, but there's a good chunk of people who are out here. You don't know if it was everyone. You don't know if it was 10% of the people, but a lot of people did escape and come out. The Vesuvius dangles you like 10 feet above everyone's head.
Book, you're the cult leader.
My people rise for me. Bow before Book.
Well, now you've made me feel bad about myself. I think Book clutching his dad to make sure he doesn't fall off of the spider, because Book's not super confident in the rope that he's tied around him. But Book tries to kind of project his voice as much as possible, and he says, everyone, the flood has been stopped. We're safe, but we have to get out of here. Follow us up the switchbacks to Hamlet opening, help each other, and we'll make sure that everyone's provided for.
I feel like that's plenty considering all the chaos going on.
I love how when Book's in public, he's all like, I'm benevolent, and then when he's alone with someone on a roof, he kicks him in the nards.
He's like, my secrets.
Yes.
Where's my spider now?
Give me the spider sounds and sees.
You see some people start trying to take control of the situation a little bit, like Kara starts kind of ushering people, saying, hey, everyone, come on, let's go this way. Split into groups, make sure everyone stays with you, all that sort of stuff. Some other people kind of step up to the task as well, and people start slowly making their way. A lot of people are injured of varying levels, so they're not booking it or anything. But as Vesuvius starts bringing you back towards Hamlet opening, as you look back towards the tower, it's like there's literally nothing there. It kind of reminds you of when it was disappearing randomly when you were trying to find it originally. There's not like even rubble at the bottom by now. It's like the entire thing has just dissolved away. At that moment, you realize that the static that's always been in the back of your brain is actually silented. You don't hear any of that psychic maelstrom eating at you. It's just your thoughts and nothing else, which certainly the entire time you can remember you've never experienced. So Book's whole life and Ocean since you landed in your fucking Dragon Ball Z pod, you've always had that static behind you, and it's just gone. About this time, your dad wakes up. He goes, oh, Book, where are we? Where? Did we make it out?
We made it out, Dad.
What happened? Did we win?
Like, kind of a lot.
Oh, kind of a lot. Okay.
Kind of a lot, man. Like,
but the flood, the water stopped.
We stopped the flood.
Okay. Thank heavens. You know what we got to do now, though, Book?
Maybe?
We got to go to the surface. We got to find your mom. We got to find your sister.
Yeah. But listen, Book is like freaked out because he's realizing now that like Ocean might not come to the surface with him. But Book just nods and he's like, yeah, Dad.
We're all going to be a family again.
Listen, you should know we tried to contact them, and all we heard back is an SOS beacon that's been going off for the last, how many years? 7 years?
Depends on how old you are. But yeah, 7 years.
I forget how old I am, and I forget how long it's been, and I forget everything.
Don't worry about that, Book. Your mom is very smart. She certainly put off that beacon so we knew where she had to leave the suit or something like that. She's fine. She can always take care of herself. She didn't need me ever. We'll find her. We'll find your sister. And we're going to be a happy family again. On the surface, with sun and wind, there's wind up there. You know how there's no atmosphere underground?
Yep, I do. I sure do.
It's not like that, he says as he carries you over the spinning windmill of Intaglia's building and sets you down right near the broken leg.
Why do I feel like something bad's about to happen?
So as Ocean gets out of the car, he parks the spider and hops on out. He reaches in his pocket and pulls out the PDA that they trapped the AI on. And as he looks at it, I would like to use my banked experience to unlock the last game changer.
Ooh. As you look at this PDA, you see, how old does this thing look? Is this like a 80s, 90s one? Or is this like if they had good ones in like 2012?
I think it would be if they had good ones. Because, I mean, this is a pretty high-tech city.
Yeah. Okay, so this
it's
is like...
got technology above us. So I think it would be if the technology for PDAs.
Okay, this is like the best BlackBerry.
It's got a terabyte of RAM, but in the future, that's like having 10 gigs
it's
of
like
RAM.
10 meg.
I was going to say there's too much shit happening, but this jerry-rigged PDA that Intaglia helped you make, in the back, it has a bunch of like data drives just taped around the back, and he wrote with his own hand on it like 76 petabytes of data. He gave you all his data drives he could find and connected it up to this.
7 teraflops.
So first, you see just a little like AIM chat window pop up, and it says the Overseer as their name and has a cool little profile picture of her. And it says, "Hello, Ocean." And then you hear, still in the very back of your mind, you hear a little, "Ocean, where am I?"
Oof. You're with me now, just like you wanted.
Cute.
I think I like this. 2 weeks later, you find yourselves at Hamlet Opening. Stuff's been getting cleaned up. There have been survivors who have been mostly working their way here because all of Subtropolis remains dark and spooky and much more ominous than last time you looked at those beautiful twinkling lights. And you all are planning your expedition to the surface. Charles McCready has been harping on you, Book, to try to get up there as soon as possible. What are your guys' plans? What are you trying to wrap up before you head up?
Oh, my. How many fuel cells do we still have?
You have one that you've had for a while now that is powering Hamlet Opening. You have one that is in the Vesuvius robot flight suit. And you have one that you've retrieved from the tower. The only other one in quotation marks you know about is split up and in the brains of a bunch of Silent who may or may not be dead, stuff like that. You may have a couple, I think you have a couple pieces of some from earlier science experiments.
Yeah, I think we scavenged a few from like the more robots and Silent.
If there's anything you guys want to have done in that time, I'm not going to be a hard ass about it and be like, oh, that would have been too difficult. Just imagine you guys had kind of 2 weeks to do what you needed to do.
So there's a couple things that Ocean is wanting to have been working on while this has during the 2 weeks. First thing that he is going to be wanting to do is, now that the underground has gone completely dark, Ocean knows that is bad news for basically everybody that's not in Hamlet Opening. So Ocean has been kind of working with a few of the other of both his ex-Silent and some of the scavengers and workers of Hamlet Opening to kind of start wiring more parts of the city to Hamlet Opening to try and restore some light out to to light up areas outside of Hamlet Opening. Just one, to keep people from just flooding Hamlet Opening, and two, to try and kind of reestablish a norm. Second thing he is wanting to do is he is wanting to take the last power cell that we liberated from the tower. He wants to take that back to the Moonwell before anything bad happens. Because I remember, him talking to Charles about that at one point. So, and the last thing.
Wait, Jacob, but if we take it back, we only have 2 others, and we need 2 suits to get to the surface.
There's only 1 suit left.
Well, we have to take Vesuvius out of one, and then we have 2.
I guess that's true. I guess we can wait. We'll wait to return it for a little bit.
Okay, so you want to save 2 of them for the suits and then hopefully make plans if you guys don't die on the way up or anything like that. Make plans to send one back.
The last thing Ocean has done, he has teamed up with Antaglio to wire the PDA that has the AI tower, the overseer, into the spider.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
What a jerk.
Oh, yucky.
This is going to increase the amount of times I have to use my vocoder. Can we give it a new name or
You're
new
going to
voice?
start having sex with your car or continue having sex with your car.
So, from what Ocean saw in his past, he knows inherently the AI is not a bad person. It was just given way too much power for what it was programmed to handle. So he thinks that he can probably repurpose it and make it more beneficial for everybody by just kind of restricting its power back to something more manageable.
Okay, so hit those 2.5 things. You've been working this couple weeks on restoring power. It is not significant more. We already said that like it's barely enough to even power Hamlet opening, but you have extended it out and it is a little odd as you hook things up. Like the power grid seems very random. So there's little like streaks of kind of lit up blocks of City Street that go off in several different directions from Hamlet opening. It honestly kind of makes it, I guess, Hamlet opening not less inviting. It looks like a nice trail leading up towards Hamlet opening in different directions.
I guess that's
but
fine.
There is places that have power that people could use, including some larger buildings and stuff like that, that it'll always provide some more safety in some portions of the
What I
subtropolis.
suspect we'll really have to do is get the reactors back online and get everything, because I think those were just redirected to just power the tower instead of powering everything else like they were originally.
Yeah, could there be anything bad if a bunch of nuclear reactors just suddenly get cut off or anything?
No,
like
it's
that?
fine.
Sure, they're
Fix
fine.
it. We'll
Right?
fix it.
Yeah, a bunch of security.
We'll fix it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Objective 2 you have that you kind of backed out on. I will say that the Boxcar Children, even though it was ultimately caused by Book originally, they are so grateful that you were able to save everything and defeat really one of their strongest enemies, the most annoying targets that they always had on their back. They have brought to Hamlet opening the other Robert, and it has a blindfold on it, so it's not automatically lasering everyone on the way. But they wheel it up and put it right in the middle of the square in Hamlet opening, the same place Ocean threw a shovel through some dude's clavicle. They place him there, and you have the extra power core for that. So when you need it, you have access to the suit as well. And Vesuvius is completely fine with going back to his race car body for at least a temporary amount of time. He says he kind of misses sorry, I'll do it in his voice. I kind of miss being low to the ground and being able to just kind of surprise you guys by being under your feet. So it's not going to bother me too much, but at least let me fly around every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. We'll give you some time in the suit. Don't worry.
You're always welcome to hop back up on the shoulder if you ever missed it up here.
I think I prefer the wheels a little bit, but maybe if you come up with like a cool, I feel like there's like some robot that has the back go up and a head, that sort of thing.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
not offended. It's fine.
I could be like a Tony Stark mask that wraps around your face in a horrific way. If you hit a button on your chest, that would be pretty cool, right? Like you're sitting there and then you see like my teeth and ears wrap around the outside and my nose seams up in the middle instead of a cool robot that's like,
Can you do that?
I don't fucking know.
Because I'm into it.
For your third objective, Intaglio helps you out, wire up the spider, and now you have a cool little, there's a very short period of time when cars were made where they had a good place to put an MP3 player. It was about 1 or 2 years. You have a slot just like that and hooks up and can both play messages, read your emails aloud, and also has the voice of the AI and some of its control exerting over the rest of the spider. We'll see mechanically how that affects it. It may be able to even like control it, drive around, do its own cool things sometimes, but it's still learning the ins and outs of it. Right now, it seems to know how to activate the windshield wipers and change the music, but only able to change it to Johnny Hertz's radio station.
It's a start.
Nice.
Okay, Book, what are you doing for these 2 weeks?
All right, Book's got 2 things for his 2 weeks.
Nice. 1 per week.
So Book wants to catalog all of the power sources that the Silent took over, and he wants to figure out which ones are still viable, like the hospital and the dam and all the other different sources. And he wants to create a plan with those individuals of the Silent who are willing to redirect those away from the non-existent tower and back to powering Subtropolis.
The vast majority of them are completely on board with you. A lot of them seem to regret that they were used for evil. There are a few of them who just want to relax and be done with shit. And they're basically retiring and trying to figure out what else they can do with their lives. But Kara is certainly in that first group, and she will help lead that. As you help lay that out, there's a lot of back and forth with them where they're going, oh, no, remember we got that place. I think it was near that. And they go back and forth and try to figure out what exact locations they were at and where they were. And you have a big map you've drawn up on a board in that bombed out library.
Nice.
That they are basically highlighting areas. You're helping them lay out a plan, a sequence of attack, and how to figure out how to reconnect all of these areas to some sort of control, or at least re-enable them. You're hopeful that some of the places can just kind of be shut off and back on and connected up when they were aggressively removed from control of their central source. So they should have some rough, autonomous, normal features to provide power to True Subtropolis, because that was their original purpose.
And yeah, and I think that's also going to play into our relocation plan for all of the refugees that are fleeing Subtropolis right now. Is like, we're going to need people to man those stations, make sure that they aren't taken back over by other evil entities, things like that.
So you're definitely on a clock of getting some of these up so people have places to live.
Yeah.
Hamlet Open cannot manage the amount of people who are probably going to be coming here in a short amount of time.
The second thing that Book is going to do is he has access now to the knowledge of the silent. And so he's going to use them. The first thing is that Book wants to take a couple of those mini battery things
That were in the silent.
Yes, that were in the robot silent. And he wants to take them to the Boxcar children, specifically the women of the Boxcar children.
Smart ones.
And and he wants to see what sort of documentation they have that would be able to help reverse engineer them and create more batteries that can be connected, because they were able to, so the tower was able to split them apart and add them to the index of batteries that are being powered by the Moonwell, which means I think we should be able to manufacture more and add those to the registries now that the little ones aren't being used. So my thought is, well, I want to see if we can manufacture more of those, because they are useful, clearly. And then along with that, I want to see if maybe we can take Vesuvius's head and put it on one of those old silent bodies.
Oh, you want to give him a real body, a real boy body that doesn't fly.
No, but is super badass.
Okay.
And he could probably get into the suit with it and fly around still.
Yeah. Yes. The suit's made to fit around people, bigger than people. Okay, I'll say in the time period you have, which is obviously a little short.
We're not doing any of those things in 2
Nothing
weeks.
happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. No, you make progress. So they definitely think they can get Vesuvius hooked up to one of the silent bodies. They think that's absolutely feasible. And they say testing that with him is going to help them kind of figure out more about these battery shards, the shards of the power cells. The quick answer they give you as they start looking at it, as Hot Salad starts looking at it, they say the material itself seems incredibly rare and difficult to manufacture, but they can do some testing on it and try to figure out if they can make more, where they can harvest it from, that sort of thing. And she's very excited about it, but she says it's something she's not really seen before. So they're going to do studies on that and figure out how to set it up right.
Book just mentions the little piece of concrete stuff that he had. It was like, you might be able to
Look at this concrete, baby.
Might be able to get some of that concrete.
I've been playing a lot of Factorio, and every time I build concrete, I say it like that, even though I don't get your fucking joke, because I still don't get your joke meme concrete shenanigans.
Concrete,
baby.
Okay, yeah, so that all goes pretty well. They're receptive. They think they're going to be able to make some progress on it, but it'll probably take a couple months.
Nice. And I think Book also has a pretty, because you said that Book's dad has been urging him to get to the surface.
Yes.
Book might end up getting annoyed and having a pretty frank conversation with his dad about that.
Okay, yeah, we can have a conversation with your dad. You actually find him leaving Hickory Fleek's cell.
Oh, Dad, I didn't.
Oh, hey, son.
know you were down here.
I was just stopping by to see old Hickory, see how he's doing. He's getting some pretty strong gams on him.
Yeah.
He's been pedaling quite a lot.
He is. What did you talk to him about?
I gave him a little bit of my mind for how he's been treating you in the town, and kind of told him that he made choices to end up where he's at, but it was still good to talk to him.
Yeah.
We've had a long history.
Yeah. Does Book think his dad's telling the truth?
Give me a read a person roll.
That was an 8. So my 2 questions are you telling the truth? And what are you thinking of doing?
I feel like you should get like disadvantage if it's your dad. But
advantage?
You can't read
I guess
your
if it's your dad you haven't seen it.
Okay, so for those, he's telling the truth, but you think he probably worded it in a way where he may be hiding some sort of details or intensity of conversations or other things he may have said, but he's being generally honest with you. He didn't lie to you right now. For what is he thinking of doing? He is still focused on getting to the surface, and you think he's trying really any way of doing it, not necessarily even just waiting around for whatever plan you have to get there. He wants to get there ASAP. Find Mags and Novella.
Listen, Dad, I know you're trying to get out of here again, but I have a responsibility to these people and to this place, so that when I leave, it doesn't all go to shit like what happened when you left. So I know that you've been putting a lot of feelers out there for how to get back up to the surface. But I'm gonna need you to just hang tight for a bit and trust me.
He's disproportionately quiet than he normally is after you frame it that way. And he says, "Oh, I know I haven't really been helping out around here, and I know you all are trying to get stuff back up and running, but I've been thinking of getting our family back together for years and years now. I think over a decade. I don't know exactly how long I was in there, but it's been a long time coming that we're all together and in one place. But you've give me a sway someone roll.
I can do that. I didn't roll very well.
Unless you're going to confront someone.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
With your plus.
Oh, what is my plus?
I think 3 is cool.
Yes, yeah, that's with my plus. Do I get a +1 for acting on my read a person? Oh, wait, no, you don't get a +1 moving forward.
He kind of sighs really big. And then he says, "Look, I know you have all of your stuff together more than I even could have hoped for. You've helped this town more than I ever did. Maybe more than your mom ever did. You've helped everyone. You've brought down whatever was causing the psychic maelstrom. And I should trust you to be able to get us back together. You're not a little boy anymore. You're a grown man. And if you think it's best for me to focus on other things, I trust you to get us where we need to go." And he puts his hand on your shoulder.
I think Book kind of shrugs off his hand, and Book kind of leans in towards his dad with his robot eye.
Ugh.
And he's like, "Look at me." And he like kind of gestures to his face and to his chest that's all like steampunked out and mechanical. He's like, Book's like, I know it's hard for you to see me like this now. And maybe that's why you're trying so hard to get away again. But it'd be really nice if you could just stick by my side this time.
Look, I would never leave you again.
Then why are you trying? That's literally what you're trying to do.
I want all of us to escape. I want all of us to be on the surface and find your mom and get us back together.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, Dad. And I think Book just like turns and leaves.
He stands there way too long.
Yeah. With his creepy fucking eye. I think Book starts getting ready to go to the surface now.
In the remainder of the 2 weeks, someone comes up to each of you separately, 2 different people. I worded that in the worst way humanly possible.
While we're doing our own thing, somebody comes up to us.
Yes. Ocean, you are talking with Intaglio when there's a knock on the door, but it immediately opens a second later, and it's Kara, and she's a little drunk. And she goes, "You fucking did it. You brought down the tower just like you said you would." And she goes for the biggest high five of all time. It's like the handshake in Predator.
Ocean looks around a little bit flabbergasted, and then goes for the high five, but he's a little bit like I assume she goes in with like intense heat, and then he's just kind of meekly has his hand up in the air.
Oh yeah, it hurts. And she goes, so Book's got all these cool plans for taking over all these stations again. It's really what me and you used to do back in the old days. How are we going to do this? Are you going to come help out, get the stuff back? What's going on?
Well,
it's weird with him. He's kind of telling us what to do, which is odd. I'm used to you being in that spot.
Yeah, but he's got better ties with the rest of Hamlet opening than I do. We've kind of been through.
Yeah, I heard you throw a shovel through a tube.
Yeah, I don't really much like talking about that. That was
so funny.
That was a dark time, Kara. I don't like joking about it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well,
was it this shovel right here? And she pulls out the shovel you dropped, the badass tactical shovel, and hands it over to you.
Ocean's eyes kind of open up wide, and he looks at the shovel and looks at Kara and goes, holy shit, Kara. Where'd you find that? And he reaches out gingerly, like to take it as if like taking Excalibur from the Lady in the Lake.
She dramatically kneels and hands it to you way over the top because she's a little more than a little tipsy. And then she stands up and she goes, well, it wasn't all me. I can't take all the credit. And she elbows the door behind her open and you see Crab and he's also drunk and he goes, it was Crab. And he walks in sideways, conking his hands together as he comes up.
Crab, my man. And we go for the predator handshake.
He goes and then he pulls you into a hug. I promise I was coming up to help. And then I almost got decapitated by this falling down an elevator shaft. And I knew, I was like, this is Ocean. So I grabbed it, held on to it, and knew I could get it back to you.
I haven't seen you since
this. And he turns to you and his face is still fucked up. His like cheekbone is like caved in on one side.
It's got like that.
I think it's been several years, but he's got a permanent imprint of your fist on his face.
But Ocean puts his hand on top of Crab's shoulder and says, I'm glad you're alive. I was really worried.
I was way more worried about you.
What did you do? What happened at the tower since I left? I've been kind of piecing things together on my own, but Kara here doesn't really. It sounds like she was pretty caught up in the overseer's mental meddling, I guess is what you'd call it.
Yeah, no, we started making robots. Well, right after you left, things seemed like they were back to normal for a while. Like, definitely, we all missed you, but things were pretty normal. But a couple months later, we started building these robots, and she had me working on those that were very human-like. We would get these parts and these materials in, and she gave me all these crazy schematics that I'd have to work up and build. So my job kind of shifted. I did less car things and more people things. I feel like I could probably be a doctor now, even though I only worked on robots. That's how detailed these things were.
Yeah.
But that's really it. Yeah, we kept doing our normal missions, except we'd also make these robots who would start doing them for us. And I feel like we got more and more replaced by them over time.
No, you guys did. We fought so many of those. In fact, have you guys met Vesuvius?
Is that the little RC car rolling around?
Yes. Yeah. He was one of them at one point.
That is
we
wild.
kind of repurposed him. We rehabilitated him. He's fine. You can talk to him.
Oh, yeah. He must have been one of those blank body ones. I used to make these ones that could kind of be molded, that we had just like a basic body in, and then we could kind of superimpose certain features onto them. It was really creepy how it grew out. Like there was some like genetic shit I didn't understand, but like you would type some stuff into the computer and then they would like grow a nose that looked a very specific way. It was disconcerting or concerning, one of those two. Never nailed him down.
Well, he was a dead ringer for our old friend Vesuvius.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Ocean looks around. He finds a beer bottle in Antaglia's house and just starts pouring it out on the floor.
It's good you didn't drink it. It was probably pee.
Oh, God.
Crab and Kara both go, come on, let's come out partying with us. We're down at the Broken Leg. Everyone's celebrating that we're all safe and free, and we're going to bring some power back to Subtropolis. We got a purpose again. We know what we're doing. Just come party with us.
Ocean thinks for a second, looks around, and says, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
And then as you're on the way, Skater Boy starts playing by Avril Lavigne.
Oh, wait, as we're on the way over, Ocean says, oh wait, Kara, I got a souvenir for you from the tower. Figured it might be a while since he's seen that. Get this again, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out the government issued cheese that he bought that is kind of smushed up at this point. And I think we took some bits of it for stuff we were doing in the tower. It's probably not in the best shape.
Definitely moldy.
No, that stuff is so processed. Yeah.
Her eyes light up like Sailor Minnie Moon.
Ocean gives her a little pat on the back, and we head over to the Broken Leg.
And then smash cut 6 hours later, she's over her sink in the dark, completely drunk, eating handfuls of it.
Like a gremlin. like an actual horror movie show of just
like a gremlin or me most days. Book. Okay, maybe after one of your planning sessions with the silent, class is dismissed and people start heading out, and you see Spade standing at the doorway dramatically.
I was gonna ask what Spade has been up to. Genuinely,
Spade's been standing dramatically in different places, waiting for you to talk to them.
Nice. Spade, you did it.
We did it. I would have never even known we could do this if it wasn't for you. And Spade actually seems a little more with it. Like maybe whatever you did that broke their mind in the past is over.
It's unfucked, yeah.
Is unmessed up. They definitely aren't focused, hyperfixated on anything anymore. They come up to you and they're like, I can't believe we took out the psychic maelstrom. That's so much more than I could have hoped to do when I came to this podunk shit ass little town.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for that.
No, I thank you for your help. I mean, I thought you had died.
Oh, it takes way more than that to kill me.
Yeah. Are you human?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm very human. Very human.
No. Like, you're very human, but are you way human?
I'm like the most human.
You're
like the most.
You are like maybe a little more or different or less?
Just more.
Okay,
like
more.
Take a normal human and then like extra
okay.
Human.
Yeah. I'd love to hear more about that sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm probably not going to stick around here too long. I always gotta go find new exciting things to do, So.
Oh, I thought you might find that in the surface.
You're going to the surface?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't been to the surface in years.
You've been to the surface?
Oh yeah. I came from the surface.
What?
Didn't know this? We didn't talk about this?
Spade,
I guess we only talked like twice.
Spade, what?
Yeah, I was hired to come down here and kill that dragon.
Dragon?
There's an underground dragon somewhere under, but that's not important compared to like the psychic maelstrom.
Is the dragon still around?
Fuck if I know. I've been in a tower. I've been in a stupid elevator shaft for 5.5 months. You think I know if there's still a dragon down here?
Spade, who hired you?
Oh, like one of those roaming people who has strange coins in their pockets.
Yeah. No. What was their name?
Oh, they didn't. They will never tell you their name. They usually give you some promise that's like your soul won't be consumed by some demon or something, and then hand you a coin. This coin right here, and she pulls out a coin that looks like some like Aztec gold that has a skull on it. She says that this will like dissolve as soon as your soul's, that sort of thing. Yeah, you've been there.
Spade, it really sounds like we were meant to have this conversation a long time ago, and it just like kind of misconnection, ships crossing in the night. It just didn't really
some truly unforeseen event that none of us could have prevented occurred that led her to not show up.
What is cooler, killing one dragon or bringing the entire psychic maelstrom down? Like, everyone knows the psychic maelstrom. That's permeated everyone's lives. It's made everything worse. You see all those crazy monsters out there. Maybe the dragon can't even live without a psychic maelstrom. And we killed it. We destroyed its home.
I am so proud of what we did, but a dragon, like wings?
They show you a tattoo on their arm that has a little like red, very Arthurian looking dragon on it. And they go, this is the first one I killed. And then I got this hoping for the other one. And they show you on the other arm, there's an unfilled in like outline of a dragon.
That's that's pretty fucking sick, Spade.
Yeah, I heard if you kill 6, you become a dragon.
Really?
I don't think that's true. I think that was a joke. That was a different old man told me that one. The one who got me to kill the first dragon.
Okay. Nice. So the surface is safe, huh?
Oh, it depends on where you're coming from. Do you know where we're at?
Yeah, I do actually. And Book opens up his notebook and pulls up the coordinates. Aren't we like right around the Marianas Trench too?
Yeah, you figured that out with math in the past. So yeah, you go over and I'll say you actually flip over your whiteboard that has all the plans and it has all your old math on it and a little drawing of the Earth and the old globe that you took from Ocean or your place. I can't remember. You had a globe.
Yeah, somebody had I think I had a globe.
They look at it and they go, oh man, no, on this side of the planet, I don't think there's fucking anything. I think you'll be pretty safe though. Yeah, I was from more around here, and they point at this location that I don't know how good your geography is, but it's like southwestern Asia. They go, that's how I got down underneath the surface, and then there was like a rail car that got me into somewhere in Subtropolis, and then I made it up here.
So, are a lot of people coming down from the surface?
Oh, no. No one would want to be down here, first of all. And then there's stories of like dragons and shit being down here.
Right.
A lot of people think the psychic maelstrom came from the underground. They don't know why everyone came down here. Like most of the world apparently at some point came down here, but no one really knows why. And they think they did some bad shit.
And
So,
there's just
people try to avoid
there's
it.
just a train.
The train just brought me closer. The train doesn't like go all the way to the surface. That'd be a crazy train. It'd be like a Ozzy Osbourne crazy.
No,
train
but there's
situation.
a train into Subtropolis.
Yeah, there's still some trains running in Metropolis. It's huge. It's massive. It just keeps going. I don't even know where the end is.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
But if you're going to the surface, I'm sure I'll see you somewhere up there.
I mean,
Even in this area, this is all blue. They show you the map. You're like,
yeah. We kind of figured that like the color coding meant something.
Yeah. Good luck. I may see you there. If you have an easy way to get up there, I may just come up that way too. Just let me know if you figure out a way to get up.
How would we let you know?
You're not going to keep in touch with people? Got some radios and stuff?
No, what I mean is like, how do we, like you specifically, like...
Oh, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. If other people know, I'll figure it out.
All right, we'll just tell Johnny Hertz to get on the airwaves or really the ground waves, TTE and all.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
Sorry, it's really not.
It's fucking good. Ground waves.
Anyway, yeah, okay. I'll let you, we're working on it. There's maybe a water elevator.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's kind of what we stopped from happening.
Ah, yeah, the big flooding that people were worried about. But no, you did a great job. We brought down Psychic Maelstrom. Hell yeah. And they go to give you a fist bump.
Book fist pumps Spade.
And they turn around and walk out.
Book's like, shit. Should have talked to Spade before.
Okay, 2 weeks are completed. Y'all have pulled together all the shit you want to go to the surface. What is your plan? Are you guys each going to be in a flight suit?
Yeah. Okay, Book is oiling Excalibur.
Hot.
Yeah. He's like, lubricating joints, making sure everything's like tip top, checking connections. And I think Ocean's doing the same for Andoril, probably.
Yes.
And Book looks over at Ocean. He's like, listen, Ocean, I know that going to the surface was never like your thing. And if you didn't want to come, I would understand.
Ocean puts his hands on Book's shoulder. Look, the surface might not be my thing, but I'll get you up there, no matter what it takes. I know that's where you want to be. I know what this has all been about. And as you're my best friend, I'll do whatever it takes to help you accomplish your goals. We've been through this much together. What's one more adventure?
Book nods, and he's like, you're a good friend, Ocean. And then he's like, hey, Dad, fuck you, you're staying.
Let's be a little nicer. Let's use some better words.
I'm kidding. And then Book, I think, so Book's mom got his sister up, right?
In theory.
Book's like, listen, Dad, the two of us aren't both going to fit in one suit. But do you remember how you and Mom were planning on getting Novella up?
Yeah, the plan was to carry her. The plan was we would have 3 suits. One for me, one for your mother, and one for you. And then us 2 would lead the way, and you would carry Novella up. Keep her safe.
Do you think I could carry you?
Physically, yes. That robot is very strong. I'm a little bit bigger and a little more unwieldy than a little child. So it may be a little less safe. Maybe clear it up and then come back for me?
Yeah, or maybe we can send the 3rd suit back down for you.
Yeah. If you guys can bring the 3rd suit, then I can zoom right back up with you.
Yeah.
It should still have a power core.
It should. Yeah, we talked to it.
Changes all the math from before.
Yeah, we talked to it.
It's stuck somewhere, right?
Yeah, it said it cannot. Yeah, path not found or some shit like that, which does not bode well for your path that you're about to take the second.
No.
Yes. All right. So I think Book like kind of hesitantly hugs his dad, and he's like, "We'll come back for you."
I know you will, son. I'll see you soon.
book kind of grimaces.
He squeezes really tight, too tight. It actually hurts your weird metal clunking into your bones.
Yeah.
That you have. Like, it's not comfortable.
Pushing some steel into my lung.
Yeah.
My one remaining lung.
You only need one to live. A lot of people don't know this. People walk around with extra lungs every day when there's people out there who could use just one.
Yeah, extra lungs.
Everyone. Go donate an extra lung today.
Extra kidneys.
Go to freelungs.org. Click I'm feeling lucky.
Okay, Stu. I think it's time.
Time to zoop up.
Fucking zoop up.
I hope you all chose all of your stats for your suits that I told you to do 6 months ago.
Did you?
Yeah, but I know we didn't, so we're about to just freewheel it. You all, in your suits, make your way back to the baffles. You navigate it easily. You're greeted by a very warm reaction from the boxcar children, but we're not going to go through all that stuff. You are led by Papa Woody back to where the big door was, and you guys camped for a night. Your parents had camped there for an extended period of time. They crashed their submarine there, all that sort of stuff. You make your way back. It looks very similar to how it looked before, except there's a good 2 to 3 inches of salt over every single surface in this room, just completely covered. It's quite messy to walk through even. And Papa Woody leads you up and he goes, I got a special surprise for y'all. You guys ready?
Let's see it.
I've never been more scared in my entire life.
He pushes a button and there's a large explosion. And the caved in roof where the maintenance hatch was, it just explodes outward where he had already rigged it with explosives. And there's now a dark, ominous hole. You guys have to duck out of the way. Luckily, you're in these power suits as there's a rain of rocks down. Papa Woody just stares straight up into it, smiling as they just barely miss him. And you see this dark, ominous hole that leads up into the maintenance shaft. You guys have looked at the schematics for it. You know there should be a rough path that goes parallel up alongside the elevator, the water elevator. And it's a lot of twisty-turny curves, but you know your mom made it up. So you should now be looking at a path, maybe not a safe path, but some path that will lead you up to the surface. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Oops, All Apocalypses. We only got one more season 1 episode after this one, and then some exciting stuff before season 2, and then right back into season 2, where we'll keep playing Apocalypse World and exploring the collapse of society by playing these fun tabletop role-playing games. The music and editing was performed by Stu Masterson. Brady McDonough made that very cool logo you see in that podcatcher right now. And Jacob eats plants and vomits honey, but he learned it from a bee. Love you, bye. If I bleep, I'm worried people will think I said